Hiya folks, Sandro here with more cartoon news and shenanigans. And if you'd like more cartoon news and shenanigans, I'd ask you to please subscribe to my channel. In fact, do it right now so you don't forget about it later. And I thank you very much for that, guys. Today, I'm going to be talking about Aquaman, King of Atlantis, this weird movie miniseries type of thing they made. It's a trilogy. It has 3 parts, and each one of them is 45 minutes long. This was a terrible mini series. So, I'm going to show you guys a little bit of like stills, not the actual like thing. I don't want to get copyright claimed, but I'm going to show you guys. This is a pretty bad one. Very cliche plot. The worst animation I've seen, from a DC film in a long time. My God. And yeah, there's a lot to say. There's a lot to say, but I'm gonna try and keep this one short. So first of all, if I don't like making people wait till the whole end of the video because God only knows how long I'm about to ramble on for. But I have to give this one a 3 out of 10. It's a trilogy. The entire thing. So it's 3 different parts. I'm not gonna rate the different parts. I'm just going to rate the entire trilogy all as one movie. This basically could have just been one 2.5 hour, 3 hour movie, very silly. Anyways, so I give it 3 out of 10. One of the things I find absolutely baffling about this trilogy miniseries is people gave it really good reviews. It's terrible. I see here, like, look at the contrast here. IGN, 8 out of 10. Rotten Tomatoes, 100%. 100. These people, the critics have just lost their effing minds. And then on IMDb, 5.8 out of 10. Now that's where, that's reasonable. 5, that's pretty close to 3, which is what I gave it. I just thought it was terrible. This entire thing, the animation is horrendous. The voice acting is actually the only good thing about this entire thing. I think the voice acting is very good. Other than the voice acting, there is nothing here for you guys, honestly. Would I recommend this to people? I would definitely not recommend it. Like, N-O-T, not recommend this to people. I would actually tell people to go watch the old Justice League show, Justice League Unlimited and all that kind of thing. The old Batman animated series. If you're looking for like DC animation, this is not it. This is from the manbun who brought you Thundercats Roar. Now, if you don't know what Thundercats Roar is, let's take a look. Thundercats Roar manbun. Let's type that in. Here we go. There he is. That picture, oh my God, I love that picture so much. It's such a great derpy looking, it just encapsulates this man. So Thundercats Roar, it was a show that was hated. It was a Teen Titans Go type of show where they kind of take an older property and they make it for like little kids and very hyperactive, and they all look like balloon animals and they're shiny, and it's the same old that they did with Teen Titans. The original Teen Titans was the serious action show. Thundercats, serious action show with a little bit of comedy sprinkled in, And they just kind of took it and doubled and tripled down on the comedy so hard that it's just awful. And they the characters all feel younger, They make them look like they're for kids. Like, that's Robin, right? Like, that's an emoji for Robin. And this is what they did to your favorite characters from Thundercats. They just made them these stupid-ass looking, wacky... They don't even look like cats, honestly. They just look horrendous. And here's a crossover that they did, which is even more horrendous. And this show, funny enough, my YouTube channel, a lot of people, when you got a small channel, they just abandon ship and they never make it to 1,000. But guys, I want to tell you, my YouTube channel lasted longer than Thundercats Roar, which only lasted about 11 months, I believe it was, 10 or 11. And what a disgrace. What a disgrace. It's a show that just, I feel like it wasted money. So what did they do? What do you do? A show is canceled, and everybody hated it. Apparently you can fail upwards in DC Comics, Warner Brothers, HBO Max. You can fail upwards because this man secures an Aquaman. If you can even call this Aquaman, my God, it looks like an abomination from hell. Yeah, so this is that's an actual image from the movie, by the way. If you thought this was a joke, this is no joke. Like, see Mera. This is Mera. You probably couldn't recognize her because she looks like a giraffe in this shot. Yeah, these are some images of the show. Every scene, the characters just have wacky faces, and it's so off-putting. To tell you guys the truth, it took me multiple viewings, 2 sittings. I had to watch this on the 3rd sitting because I just couldn't get into it. Finally, I just, I pulled up some cookies and some tea, and I was able to stomach this horrible movie. It's or special mini-series, whatever the hell this thing, mini-series, I guess. It's just that bad. It's just that bad. The characters are changing faces every 2 seconds. Sometimes they look decent. Like, I mean, at least that looks like a decent action pose. But her eyebrows look horrendous. This is like an original. When this first came out, this was the original screenshot, by the way. I actually have this as a thumbnail in one of my videos because that was the only image we had. But, see, like that looks okay, I guess. But other times, it's like, look at this shot, right? It's like, this is Aquaman, and he looks half bad or half decent, like sort of half. I mean, this is still bad animation, but at least the ship in the background looks reasonable. Of course, it's look at this childish humor. A box, oh my God, it's a box that says the word box on it. It's like oh my God. And there's Mera just doing a garbage face, like as usual. Like everything in this film is just a garbage face. It's awful. I don't know. How can Rotten Tomatoes give this 100%? You're out of your mind if you're giving this 100%. I give this a 3 out of 10. This was awful. And I want to show you guys some more of it. I'm going to talk about... Okay, so I'll talk... The voice acting was good. That was the only good thing. I do want to show off some of the... that was from a different video. Hold on. Where did I keep it here? Aquaman. There we go. So I'll talk about this. This is only the first episode of the trilogy here. I'm just... this was an interesting thing that they did. So in the series here, right? Aquaman, the whole thing is that he's the new king of Atlantis. We don't really get his backstory very much. They make a couple of jokes about the Aquaman movie with Jason Momoa and Amber H. Let's just call her. Yeah, so, they make a couple jokes to that movie. One of the characters is like, what was his name? Fish Master? Ocean Master, that's his name. Ocean Master, there's this albino guy, and he's like, he's like, Ocean Master once took me to Europe, everyone. And he says it like 3 times or 2 or 3 times. And it's just like, my God. It's like they didn't have any jokes. So they're just like hoping to God that you watch the live action Aquaman before you watch this one. It's something. Why am I paused on a whale, though? Now, this was an interesting thing that they did. So this episode starts with a whale jumping through the ocean. In this episode, the whole plot here is that they find this gem that can stop time. They find a gem. I'll go through it a little bit. I don't want this video to go past, like half an hour. This won't be too long, but they find a whale that, they don't find a whale. They don't find a whale. They find a magical gem that can manipulate time. Okay. And basically, this gemstone is blue. Okay, now this is really funny. This is really cool. One of the small, neat little details that this thing actually managed to cobble together. So they got this blue time crystal thing. And then in the second one, they find a red time crystal. And then you actually see a red whale jumping with the blue whale. And that whale is actually a female whale. And then in the third one... the whole thing is that they have to get the blue and the red crystals together in this robot army suit, this like magical alien like robot suit that can use the crystal's energy to fight and destroy the world and everything. And in that one, it starts with the red and the blue whale having a baby that's like a little pink whale. I thought that was cool because it represents each of the gemstones in every episode. I thought that was like one of the only cool things that this entire thing did. And this is a very small detail that not too many people probably picked up on. I never seen anyone talk about this, but yeah, very interesting detail that I picked up on right away. And so let's take a look at like what goes on here. We get introduced to like the fish people. There's Mera. The fish people are all just like these disgusting, ugly like side characters that are just, they barely, only a couple of them talk, but and it starts with the faces. Here we go. He can't sit in he can't sit in his throne because it's shaped like a seahorse. And we get stupid faces. Every time I click, it's going to be stupid faces. There's a stupid face. There's a stupid face. We get stupid faces nonstop. Oh, look, non-stupid. And then Ocean Master comes, and then they go and they decide to... Basically, Aquaman wants to win the respect of the people. Ocean Master used to be the king. People love Ocean Master, sort of. So they keep comparing Aquaman, even though he's doing all these heroic deeds for the people, they don't really recognize him as king. So he decides to look at some of the things that Ocean Master didn't do while he was king. And one of the things he didn't do was figure out what happened to the people of Outpost 4. It was 4, right? I think it was 4, yeah. And so they go to Outpost 4. There's more stupid faces, and they find this part of the ocean that's just like magically there's no water there, and they're like wondering what the heck. But actually, it's a barrier. This was actually, I guess, one of the cooler things in the movie. It's actually a barrier, and they go into the barrier, and time stops. Time is going super fast in this area, so. Basically they lost Outpost 4 years ago. They lost Outpost 4. But it turns out they only lost Outpost 4 a couple days ago because time is accelerating so fast in the outside world. The outside world is going really fast. So 1 day inside of this like time zone is equal to 1 year or something like that, right? It's like, they spent like 1 day here and then a year passes, so 7 years. It's been 7 days since the crystal first was activated here, and we're going to see more of it here. There's Mera doing a stupid face. There's more stupid faces. My God, it's just stupid face palooza. More stupid faces. More stupid faces. More stupid faces. More stupid characters. They actually have a fight scene. These characters come back later. They end up working for the king. And yeah, there's that. More stupid faces. They don't even bother animating the eyes in this one. So they beat up the villains. They're not really villains. They're more like a gang. And then the gang works for them. But yeah, this is the main villain. I thought that at first when he first showed up, I thought this was going to be a Donald Trump thing. But it turns out he's actually Russian. It's not a Donald Trump jab. He's a Russian character. Basically what he wants to do is he wants to make a lot of money here by digging. And what was he doing? Something with the sand? I can't remember. But yeah, basically he's looking for the red crystal also. He's been looking for years for this red crystal. And then they eventually, in the further episodes that I'm not going to go over, they basically, eventually get the red crystal, and then he breaks out of jail with Ocean Master, and then, it's a whole thing. It's very predictable. Like, everything that you were thinking was going to happen happens. Like, does Aquaman win the people over by, saving them 3 times in a row in each of the episodes? Yeah, by the end, he ends up, saving the planet by pushing it back together with the crystals. It's that whole thing. It's one of those. So yeah, those crystals are kind of like cool, but the story is just nonsense here. It's just more funny faces. Yep. Well, look, before I even clicked, I already knew it was going to be on stupid funny faces. There we go. More funny faces reacting to shit. Then they get invited to the Russian guy's, little mansion here or whatever, and they find out he's the reason. He has the time crystal. Apparently the entire time crystal from like an alien. The whole backstory is that these crystals came from some alien planet many years ago, and they landed, I guess, in Atlantis or something. But yeah. Anyways. So I don't think they landed in Atlantis necessarily. We see the red crystal was not too far away from Atlantis. But the blue crystal, did they ever say where the blue crystal came from? I think they just mentioned that the Russian guy actually just found it. So yeah, I can't even remember the Russian guy's name. There's a stupid face. And yeah, it's just more of this garbage the entire time. They eventually, the Russian guy tricks them. He says he's their friend, then he traps them. It's the whole cliche plot. They find the people of the outpost. It turns out they've only been gone a few days. But, to them, it's been 7 years because of the time crystal shenanigans. There's those guys. They end up helping them get out of here. More stupid faces, more stupid fish. It's just awful, man. There's more stupid ass faces from the villains now. And it's just so bad. It was terrible. Like, I don't know. If you're giving this 100%, there's something wrong with you. This is something out of a dumpster. Everything, like I said, like every cliche thing that you were expecting in this story happens. Like he ends up saving the day. It's like Ocean Master. Actually, I guess that was like the one weird thing. Like Ocean Master gets aged 100 years, and he ends up, being an old man at the end. That's kind of something unexpected, but like also it's a cartoon, so like no one even gives a shit. It doesn't have any ramifications or lasting effects. There's a bunch of baseball jokes in here for some reason. Like Mera didn't know like what baseball or space was, because they live in the water. And it's weird though, because if the space, all you have to do is float to the top of the water and look up and you would see space. Like kind of weird. Anyway, more stupid faces. What a shock. They don't even bother printing eyeballs on these things. More faces. Like we just can't stop. We got to make a face every time. And Mera, that's at least one cool thing. They at least got Mera's powers down. One of the other surprising things that I think was interesting here was that Mera and Aquaman actually kiss a couple times. I wasn't expecting that. I thought this movie just wasn't going to touch on their relationship at all, but they do kiss a couple times. They make it really stupid and weird, though. It's the man bun. What were you expecting? He's going to make shit weird. But that's that episode there. More faces, and then they get the crystal. They defeat the Russian guy. They put him in jail, and then it sets it up for the next episode. The next episode's kind of cool. It's like they go to an island. I think the second episode was actually the best one. There was at least a couple a fight scene or two that were like decent, but a lot of the times things were just ruined by all the stupid ass faces that they keep making. And I really didn't enjoy that. There's Ocean Master. He has reclaimed the throne, and nobody did anything about it. Turns out that they had been gone for an entire year while they were in the bubble. They only spent 1 day there, but again, time travel. It's this alien crystal that has like magical time properties. So, I don't think I need to go over the whole damn thing. You guys, if you're interested, watch the rest. But like, it's stupid. It's like Aquaman holds the entire Earth together, and it's like, oh god. So there's a fight scene where they fight the Russian guy. Turns out he was a cyborg. Okay, like I don't. Okay, I guess. It kind of was just silly to me. It's like, he prepared. Allegedly, the Russian guy knew about the spacesuit, and he actually cut off his entire body so he could be a robotic crawling cyborg head. It's just that made no sense to me. That was just gibberish. I guess they just wanted to laugh at people, but more faces, Or do we end? Oh, we end on of course we end on a stupid face. Why would you not be surprised? And then there's just 2 more episodes. I think the middle one was actually the better one of all of them. Like I said, expect a million more stupid faces though. And I there's not much more. Is there anything else? The voice acting was okay. I guess some of the battle choreography was like decent too, but not enough to get this over a 5. For me, this was just terrible. I think Mera was a good character, underused. I do think Mera could have been, she's a very broken character. She can do all kinds of things with her water powers, and she didn't do too much with her water powers, I felt. At least in the first one, there was kind of an excuse where it was like they weren't near water, but I don't know. I feel like they could have done a lot more with Mera. She's a very broken character. It's very hard to balance Mera, as long as she's near water, she can just do whatever the hell. It's like, I guess she can't freeze or boil the water, though. I don't think they ever said she could do that. Maybe in DC Comics, she can boil and freeze the water, like Katara or something from like Avatar: The Last Airbender. But yeah. Blood bending, yeah, she can bend that. No, I've never seen Mera do blood bending. Maybe she can do it. Who knows? She probably could in DC Comics, but yeah, it's just 2 more episodes of this nonsense. I don't think I could stomach any more of this. No more stupid faces. I've had enough. I've just had enough. You want stupid faces? Here's a nice stupid face. Here's a nice little dollar store stupid face. There you go. There you go, everybody. You like stupid faces? There you go. There you go. There it is. Have a great day, everyone. Please let me know all your goddamn comments in the section below. What do you give this out of 10? Like, I gave it a 3. I just thought it was a horrible story. I thought, like I said, the voice acting really, like, was the only good thing. The story was just not good. And there wasn't much there, honest to God. But yeah, I just can't believe they managed this guy. How the hell did he fail upwards? How did he get a trilogy to himself? How the hell did he do this? Somebody explain it to me, how this man failed upwards and got another thing greenlit at DC Comics. It's baffling to me. It's just baffling at Warner Bros., HBO Max, whatever. What a AT&T, whatever you want to call it. How the hell did this guy fail upwards and get more work? I don't know. He's just not good. He's terrible at what he does. And I really hope they don't give him any more job opportunities, because he produces crap. And that's it from me. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Like I said, I want your scores out of 10. Like the video, share the video, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much, everyone. Trying to get 1,000, and I'd really appreciate if you could get me to 1,000 today by subscribing. And that's going to be it from me. Let me know your thoughts on Aquaman, and my God, if I see another face from this one, I'm out. I'm just going to have to be out. Sandro out. Bye-bye.